Hi everyone, so I'm going to be reviewing today Benefit's Get Even Blot Away Shine and Discoloration Powder. It looks like this. My colour is number 3 apparently, even though I do think it may be a little bit dark for me. It only comes in 3 shades, so it's not like it really they give you much choice. I've been using this for about a week now, and I do have to say I don't really use that many of Benefit's products, even though I am wearing Benefit lipstick right now. Kind of contradicting myself right there. Yeah, so I wanted to try a different type of face powder. I mean, the one that I currently use is Makeup Forever's HD Translucent Face Powder. I don't actually have any problems with it at all, but I just wanted to try one which actually had a little bit of colour to it, because obviously the other one is translucent. So I was wandering past Benefit and I thought, why not give them a bit of a try? I mean, I only own a couple of their products, and I was quite looking forward to using this, and it's not cheap. It costs about £24. I mean, Benefit isn't cheap, especially compared to MAC. So I'll show you first. It comes with a little mirror like that. Comes with a little sponge applicator that I never use, and here is what it looks like. So it's a bit brown for me, it almost looks like a bronzer. And after using it for a week, I'm not impressed at all. I mean, I will probably continue to use it, more so because I believe, or I'm a firm believer in, that if you're going to spend this amount of money on something, even if it's not perfect, if it's close enough to perfect, which even this isn't, you should still at least try and use it up as much as you can. Now, the first thing I have to say about it, it's a blot away shine, it says. So this is a blot away shine and discoloration face powder. Does my skin look shiny to you? Yes, it does. I've used this morning before I left the house. I put it on at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's now 7 o'clock in the evening. Okay, it's been 12 hours. I remember going into the loos at work at about 12 o'clock, and I was like, why am I shiny? It's in the middle of winter, and especially if you live in the UK at the moment, you are aware that we are having one of the biggest freezes, which even the press are calling in this century, or even though this century hasn't been going on for that long, but for a good long time. It gets cold here, but not as cold as it is. I mean, we're expecting really heavy snow tonight. It's freezing. I've got no excuse to sweat. Even in my office, the heating's on full blast, but it's still cold. So, and I don't suffer I have combination skin, and I do maybe get a little bit shiny around the nose, and maybe a teensy bit on the cheeks, but I don't really get that shiny. And especially more so in the summer, I will use my MAC blotting powder, which I absolutely love, by the way. It really is a great blotting powder. It's perfect, soaks up everything. Anyway, it's not about MAC at the moment. So I have to say that this actually did the complete opposite of what it's intended for. It actually made me shiny. And even using, normally I will put my foundation on, I will put on my Makeup Forever HD translucent powder, and I won't shine all day. Maybe towards the end of the evening a little bit I might need to put some blotting powder on, but even that is only minimal, and if I don't put it on, it's no big deal. I won't look like a big grease ball. Now, I'm not happy about the fact that this actually makes me shiny, as opposed to not making me shiny, not making me greasy. It's called a blot away shine powder, yet it actually makes me greasy. I don't understand. So I'm really not happy about that. That's number one. I mean, I do think that I've given it a fair try. I've been using it since maybe sometime last week when I bought it, just after New Year. And actually, no, New Year was a couple of days ago, wasn't it? Anyway, I've been using it for a couple of days, so I do feel that I've given it a fair shot. I've worn it for a couple of hours in a day, and I've worn it for a full 12 hours, as I have been doing since I started back at work on Monday. So, in that respect, it makes me greasy. I really don't like it at all, and I'm not happy. And it also says that, so it's a blot away shine and discoloration face powder. Now, it does give a little bit of colour. I might have needed number 2. I mean, when I did go to the benefit counter, I went to the Boots counter in Westfield. I don't know what it is with a lot of makeup artists. They just assume that if you are a woman of colour, you must go for the darkest shade that is there, especially when there are only 3 options. Now, I was actually gravitating towards number 2, but the thing is, I went in there with absolutely not a scrap of makeup on, which is not often for me. Excuse me. But every now and then I do like to give my skin a break. I will just moisturise and go out, and it feels great, it feels refreshing. I'm not one of those people that's paranoid about not wearing makeup. I am as I am. And she took a tiny little bit, actually I'm not even sure how much she did, and she rubbed it on my cheek, and she said, well, here, look at that, look, the colour blends really well into your skin. And I thought, you know what, it does. But then I did say to her, I'm not going to be wearing this on its own. I don't like to wear powder on its own. I prefer medium to full coverage foundation, because as you can clearly see, or I said to her, I have got acne scars on my skin. Wearing just a powder just like this will kind of defeat the purpose of of wearing a powder or a foundation-y type product on my skin, if that makes sense. So, well, she said, well, yeah, I do see what you mean, and it does really work well as a face powder. Now, I do have to say that after looking at myself in the mirror today, and the lights in our loos at work are not forgiving at all. You can see every little bump, lump, scar. You've got a stray hair poking out your eye, but you can see everything. I looked at myself and I thought, I look a bit orange. And that's another thing that I didn't like about this. And what I don't understand is why they only have 3 shades. I mean, I know that that quite a lot of companies have got such a large variety of shades, and I mean, I know that it's only meant to be a face powder, so it's only really meant to touch over your actual foundation shade, but I don't actually like powders that make me look darker than I actually am, because then it's like having the whole white cast look but the complete opposite. So I could actually see the difference in shade between my face and my neck. And the thing is, I only did use this as a face powder, so I basically just lightly brushed it over my skin. So maybe maybe number 2 would be okay for me, but considering that it makes me shiny, I don't think I'm ever going to really bother trying it. So that is my review on Benefit's Get Even Blot Away Shine and Discoloration Face Powder. I hope you found it useful. Maybe it will be of use to somebody who has got extremely dry skin, because it does make you a little bit, I'm not even going to say dewy, because I don't look dewy, I feel greasy. Ugh. I feel like I need to go and wash my face and throw on some more foundation and put some MAC blotting powder over the top, which has never failed me, and I promise never to have an affair with another makeup powder ever again, and only ever stick to MAC's blotting powder. Anyway guys, take care, see you soon, bye!